Good morning, everybody. Matt Moda here with another episode of the Dong Report. Of course, the Dong Report being where I give out my favorite MLB home run predictions of the day. So as we have been doing over the past couple days, these home runs come in the form of a round robin. So I give you 7 batters who I like to hit a home run. I put them in a round robin by 2, meaning I play each combination of 2 guys. Of course, we like to call this the Dong Robin because we have to have a cool name for it. And yesterday was an okay to minorly down day with the Dong Robin. I only got 2 guys to hit a home run. Now, normally getting 2 of 7 does equal profit, but because of the 2 guys that hit a home run yesterday were the 2 guys with the 2 shortest odds, that would be Shohei Otani and Juan Soto, we ended slightly down yesterday, down 0.23 units, which isn't horrible, but obviously we are hoping to have days in the green. And these round robins have been phenomenal. I started officially doing these at the end of June, so it's been a little bit over a month, and we're up almost 13 units on these round robins. Now, the Dong Report itself has been brutal because what I had been doing was giving out 3 players who I like to hit a home run and just playing them straight up. And it was frustrating because the 3 I would give out would not do well. The round robin that I would give out would do phenomenal, which kind of led me to believe that my process for picking guys to hit a home run wasn't bad. I just was getting horrible luck on the 3 individual guys that I went with. So opening it up to more batters has had a lot more success. So that's what I am continuing to do. That's what we're going to continue to do today with 7 guys on Dong Watch today. Reminder to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are not already. Like the video, comment on this one as well. And then I do have a Dub Club where I send all of my plays out for $5 a month. If you're not sure what a Dub Club is, it's just a website you can sign up for people like me to get their plays sent directly to your phone. I only charge $5, so if you're interested, check that out. If not, no harm, no foul. I still give out everything for free on YouTube and on Twitter. And let's get into today's Dong picks. So we have another 7 today that we're going to go ahead and lock in. Number 1, we're going right back to Shohei Otani to hit a home run. He came through for us yesterday. He was one of the 2 that hit a home run. He came up massive for us. He has another phenomenal matchup today. So I feel comfortable going right back to him today to hit another home run. Turns out this Otani fellow, yeah, he's pretty decent. I said that yesterday. It still applies today. Now, there are some people that are going to be scared off of the fact that he just hit a home run. I'm not scared off of that. I went through his game log on the season. 8 separate times this season, he hit a home run in back-to-back games. And even twice, he hit a home run in 3 straight games, back-to-back-to-back. So Otani's a good enough batter where he can go on binges where he hits a home run in 2 straight games. He hits 2 home runs in 1 game. He's even crazy enough to do that. So I'm absolutely not scared off of taking him 2 days in a row. I mean, just look at his stats in his last week, his last 5 games. 5 barrels in his last 5 games. 7 hard hits alone in his last 3 games. His stats are just incredible. And when Otani is in the middle of a stretch like this, he can go on these home run binges. We've seen it time and time again in his career. So I am not scared off, like I said, of backing him. And he's got a really, really good matchup against a right-handed pitcher, Spencer Arrighetti of the Astros. Arrighetti is, again, a righty. Otani crushes righties. His ISO rate is 20% against left-handed pitching. Skyrockets up to 39.9% against righties. That ISO rate would be above Aaron Judge for the best ISO rate in the MLB if you just extrapolated that out. Now, Arrighetti is not a horrible pitcher, but he has struggled over the past couple months. So I'm looking at his last 9 starts. I'm looking from June 1st till now. And that's a pretty decent sample size. But normally I like to look at 10 starts, but I just went from June 1st on, which happened to be 9. But in his last 9 starts since June 1st, he's allowing a barrel rate of 9.1%, a hard hit rate of 40.5%, and a launch angle of 18 degrees. All of those numbers would be bottom 15, bottom 20, bottom 10, if extrapolated out to all qualified pitchers. So I think Otani should go yard once again today. He's a phenomenal batter in a phenomenal stretch. Let's bet on him to continue to be phenomenal. That's our first play. Next up, I have 2 guys on the Orioles, and you're used to seeing these names on the Dong Report, but I'm taking Anthony Santander and I'm taking Gunnar Henderson, both of them to hit home runs. Santander is not a hard sell because he's been on fire. Henderson is a little bit of a harder sell because he's been cold. But if he's ever going to break out of his slump, it would be in this matchup. Now, they're going up against Randy Vasquez of the Padres. Now, you're going to look at Vasquez's recent starts, and you're going to think that he's been a much better pitcher recently, and that his full season stats are misleading. The reason why I say that is because he's only allowed 1 home run in his last 6 starts. So his stats in the entire season show a bad home run pitcher. He's only given up 1 in his last 6. But I think that has more to do with the luck factor and him just having luck with his batted balls more than anything else. His ERA, 1.71. That sounds phenomenal. His SIERA, which if you're unfamiliar with SIERA, basically what it does is it looks at the quality of the batted balls, the quality of the contact plus strikeouts, and it comes up with a different version of an ERA. The average is 4. Anything worse than 4 is below average. His is at 4.81. So to me, that shows a batter that is due to get rocked. And look at his starts, or excuse me, look at his stats from his last 6 starts. So I'm literally pinpointing a stretch in which he's only given up 1 home run in 6 starts. He's allowing a barrel rate of 8.5%. That would be bottom 30. A hard hit rate of 41.5%. That would be the 13th worst in the MLB. And a launch angle that is about 16 degrees. That would still be in the bottom 30. So even in his stats, even his stats and his starts in which he's been on fire don't show a phenomenal pitcher. And then if you do look at the entire season, he's really, really struggled giving up the long ball. He's also a lot worse against left-handed hitters. Santander is a switch hitter. He'll be going left-handed tonight. Gunnar obviously is a left-handed hitter. And again, Santander has been one of the hottest hitters in baseball. Gunnar has been ice cold, but the pitch mix for Vasquez lines up perfectly with the pitch mix that Gunnar crushes. So if he's ever going to break out of his slump, I know I keep saying that, but it would be in a matchup like tonight. So let's hope that happens. That's plays 2 and 3. Next up, we are heading to the Rangers-Blue Jays game. I have Corey Seager to hit a home run. So Seager is another batter that we went with yesterday. He did not come through for us, but he did have 2 hard hit flyouts yesterday. So he made solid contact, right? Average exit velocity above 95 miles per hour. That were flyouts with a launch angle that we look for between 25 and 35 degrees. One of them was like just below. One of them was like 23. Another one was like 38. So they were like right outside the sweet spot that you look for between that 25 and 35 degrees. But shows that he's putting the ball in the air with power, which is good. And he has a really, really good matchup today to hit home runs. Now, it's been a funny, interesting year for Seager. He couldn't hit anything to start the year. Then at the end of May, he literally hit 8 home runs in 8 games, was ridiculous. And then since then, he's mostly been good. In the month of July, his ISO rate is in the excellent category, above 25%. And again, that doesn't even include the home run binge that he went on in May. Now, he hit a home run a couple games ago, and then he has a combined 9 hard hits in his last 4 games, including the 2 that he had yesterday. So even very recently, he's hitting the ball hard, which I like to see. And the matchup he has today, it's going up against Jose Barrios of the Blue Jays. Absolutely a pitcher you want to target for home runs. He's one of the worst home run pitchers in baseball, especially going up against a lefty like Corey Seager. He's even worse against left-handed hitters. 14 of the home runs that he have allowed, 14 of the 22, I should say, home runs that he has allowed have come against left-handed hitters. He's what we like to call a dong ball pitcher. Someone in my Discord came up with that name. I absolutely love it. So now I'm starting to say that. Jose Barrios is definitely a dong ball pitcher, someone that you want to target. Let's hope that Seager gets one today. Next up, our 5th pick, Tyler O'Neill to hit a home run. So O'Neill is kind of, I knew I wanted to be on O'Neill today when you look at the pitching matchup, which we're going to get into. And then he hit 2 home runs yesterday. So you wonder, okay, is he someone that is due for some regression after hitting 2 yesterday? Maybe. He's been on fire since the MLB returned from the All-Star break. He's got an excellent matchup today. So just because he hit 2 yesterday, that doesn't immediately make me want to say, well, I'm not betting him again because he hit 2 yesterday. It's looking at the matchup and looking at a hot hitter. Both of those line up for Tyler O'Neill. He's hit 6 home runs since the return of the All-Star break, which is amazing. Obviously, because he's hit 6 home runs, his advanced stats look phenomenal. Barrel rate of 25%, hard hit rate of 54.2%, launch angle of 20.9 degrees. He's hitting the ball hard. He's putting the ball in the air. That's a recipe for home runs, as is the pitcher he's going up against, Carlos Rodon of the Yankees. Rodon allows the 9th worst launch angle, meaning the 9th highest launch angle, the 4th worst barrel rate, the 13th worst hard hit rate, the 7th worst average exit velocity against. Not only does Rodon allow hard hits, solid power, he also allows batters to put the ball in the air. It's a perfect matchup for Tyler O'Neill to stay hot. So I didn't want to just not bet him just because he hit 2 yesterday. The matchup is good. He's hot. I'm comfortable going right back to it. Now for our second to last pick, Marcell Ozuna to hit a home run. Another batter that's just been on fire recently. So between O'Neill, Otani, and Ozuna, we're taking 3 guys that hit home runs yesterday. But same thing with Ozuna. He's been phenomenal all year. He's gone on power binges before. I know that's my favorite word today, power binge, but that's what we've seen from Ozuna. And similar to the to O'Neal, he's got an excellent matchup today. So Ozuna has hit a home run. Instead of hitting 2 yesterday, he's already hit one in 2 straight games. So this would be his 3rd straight game if he hits a home run. But he's just been really good. Barrel rate 27.8% since the return of the All-Star break. And he's finally going up against a left-handed pitcher. And he has been very, very good against lefties recently. Now, it admittedly is a small sample size. He has not seen a lot of lefties recently. If you look at his past 30 days, he's only had 10 plate appearances total against left-handed pitchers. In those 10 plate appearances, he's got 5 hits. So he's batting over 500 because he's been walked as well. Of those 5 hits, 2 home runs and 3 doubles. All 5 of them are extra base hits, with 2 of them being home runs and then the 3 doubles. That's insane stats, even in a small sample size. Those types of numbers against left-handed pitching is just crazy. He's going up against David Peterson, left-handed pitcher for the Mets. The last time these two went up against each other was last year. Ozuna hit 2 home runs off of him in the same game. So great matchup for Ozuna. Let's hope he comes through. And then lastly, our spiciest, juiciest play of the day in terms of odds, Helio Ramos to hit a home run. We went with him a couple days ago. He didn't come through for us, and then he hit the home run the very next day, which hurt. But the day we did take him, he did hit a double off the wall. So it's not like he had a bad game. It's not like we just kind of missed the boat with him. He just couldn't quite get it to go over that fence. Hopefully he changes that today. And there are a couple reasons why I feel comfortable going with Helio Ramos today. For starters, you really only want to target him when he's going up against left-handed pitching. He's facing a lefty today. His ISO rate against left-handed pitching, 46.2%. That's an absurd number. His ISO rate against right-handed pitching, 14.2%. That's a very bad number. And if you look, that is legitimately the number 1 best ISO rate in the entire MLB of all batters that have seen at least 70 plate appearances against left-handed pitching. So that includes the best hitters in baseball. That includes guys with a smaller sample size, like 70 plate appearances. But of every single one, he is the best ISO rate against left-handed pitching. And he's going up against Austin Gomber, who is not only just a lefty, but he's also one of the worst home run pitchers in baseball. Now, being at Coors obviously does hurt that a little bit. He has the 10th worst home run per 9. Or I should say, playing with the Rockies, having more of your starts, all of your home starts being at Coors doesn't help. But he allows a very high barrel rate. All of his stats show a bad pitcher, not even looking at the park and taking the stadium into account. And most importantly, predominantly throws fastballs. 40% of the time he throws a fastball. Ramos crushes fastballs. So the juiciest play in terms of odds, I really like Ramos to come through for us. And that's all we got. 7 guys to hit a home run. I did the math. I believe any combination of 2 outside of Otani will be a profit. And then any combination of 2 outside of just it being Otani and Seager should also guarantee profit. So Otani and O'Neal, Otani and Santander, Gunnar, whoever, should be profit, even slightly, but still profit. And then any combination of 2 outside of Otani will guarantee profit. And then, of course, any 3 will guarantee very much profit. So hopefully we can get at least 2 that includes 2 that's not just Otani and Seager, or 3, it doesn't even matter. Maybe we can get 4, 5, 6, 7 to really have a great day. That would be very nice. But that's all we got for today. I appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, check out the Dub Club if you are interested, and have a good one.